There are some people in this world who have walked closer to death than most will ever imagine. Some have seen the flash of headlights only inches away, yet somehow lived. Some have heard the sound of shattering metal, felt their body suspended in a moment that should have been their last, and yet they opened their eyes again. Some have been pulled from drowning waters, others have stepped away from disasters that claimed lives all around them. And then, there are those who can't even explain it, who simply know that on more than one occasion, something should have ended them, but didn't. If you are one of them, this is not a coincidence. You are not lucky. You are not simply blessed in the shallow sense people use the word. You have been spared, strategically, deliberately, intentionally. There is a name for people like you. They are called the Chosen Ones. Welcome to Chill, Then Conquer. Most of the world will never understand you. They will tell you, it was just a close call, or you're lucky you survived. They won't see what you've seen. They won't feel the way your chest tightens when you think about how easily you could have been gone. They won't understand the strange mix of gratitude and responsibility that keeps you awake at night. But deep down, you know. You know those moments were not random. You know that someone, stepped in between you and the end. You know your survival was not a matter of chance, but of design. And maybe, for years, you didn't think too much about it. You shook it off. You told yourself, that's just life. Things happen. But the more it happens, the harder it is to ignore. The closer you come to death, and still return, the louder that unspoken question becomes. Why am I still here? This is where most people turn away, because the answer is too heavy for them. It's easier to believe life is meaningless than to accept that you might have been spared for a reason. Because if you were spared for a reason, then it means you are not living for yourself alone. It means your life is not yours to waste. It means you have a role to play in something far larger than you. And that is terrifying. But for the chosen ones, that truth is like a fire in the bones. It's uncomfortable, but it burns with purpose. Every close call wasn't just a warning, it was a reminder. Every time death reached for you and failed, it was like a voice saying, not yet, you still have work to do. You may not know the details yet, you may not understand the full picture, but the pattern is there, and patterns have meaning. Look at your life. How many times have you escaped what should have been the end? How many situations have you walked away from where others didn't? How many moments have you replayed in your mind thinking, if I had taken one step differently? Do you really believe all of that was just luck? Do you believe the universe invests so much in keeping you alive for no reason at all? Or could it be that every moment was part of a strategy, a precise preservation of your life until the appointed time when your role must be fulfilled? Here's the thing about chosen ones. They are not chosen because they are the strongest, the smartest, or the most deserving. They are chosen because their mission requires them. They are chosen because the future hinges on something they carry, something they may not even fully realize yet. It could be a truth only you can speak. It could be a battle only you can fight. It could be a chain of events that will only begin when you step into who you truly are. That's why you've been protected. That's why you've been preserved. Some of you already feel it. You've always felt different. Not better than others, but set apart. You've struggled to fit in. You've never been able to follow the crowd completely, and sometimes that's left you lonely, isolated, misunderstood. But the truth is, chosen ones are supposed to feel that way. Because you were never meant to dissolve into the background of this world. You were meant to stand out when the time comes. Let me be clear, being chosen is not easy. It's not about glory, fame, or recognition. In fact, it's often the opposite. Being chosen means carrying burdens that others will never see. It means being attacked harder, tempted stronger, tested longer. It means you've survived because you must, not because it's comfortable. If this message is reaching you right now, it's not by accident. It's a confirmation. You've wondered if the things that happened to you had meaning. This is your answer.
You are alive because your story is not finished. You are alive because there is work ahead that only you can do. You are alive because the author of your life refuses to close the book until the final chapter is written. And until that day comes, death will not have you. So as you listen to this, remember, you are not here by chance. You are not here because you slipped through fate's fingers. You are here because you were chosen, and chosen ones do not walk an ordinary path. The question now is not whether you were spared for a reason. The question is, will you rise to it? If you're still here after everything you've been through, your purpose is not behind you, it's ahead. And the sooner you embrace it, the sooner the pieces of your life will begin to make sense. This is the awakening of the chosen. The unseen hand that pulled you back. There are moments in life when danger is so close that you can feel its breath on your skin. A second later and everything could have been over. Yet, here you are, still breathing, still alive. Some people call it luck, others say it's coincidence. But deep down, you know, it wasn't random. Something, someone pulled you back. It wasn't just chance that you stepped off the road a split second before the speeding car passed. It wasn't random that you changed your plans at the last minute and avoided the accident everyone else fell into. It wasn't luck that you woke up at just the right time, or that the bullet missed by inches, or that the disease left your body when doctors had given up hope. You didn't just survive, you were kept. This is the uncomfortable truth many people ignore. The universe does not save everyone. Every day people fall, accidents happen, lives are lost. So why you? Why are you still here? The answer is not about deserving, it's about purpose, and that purpose is not yet complete. There is an unseen hand, call it God, fate, destiny, the Creator, that moves without being noticed. It opens invisible doors, shuts others, delays you just enough so you miss the disaster waiting ahead. It is the same hand that has been over your life since you were a child, quietly shifting your path when danger lurked. Every close call was not an accident, it was an intervention. Every narrow escape was a reminder, you're still needed. Think back to those moments. How many times did you say, if I had left 5 minutes earlier, if I had taken that flight, if I had been standing just a little closer? How many times did you wonder why you made that tiny decision that ended up saving your life? You thought you were being indecisive. You thought it was just instinct. But there is a protection that runs deeper than instinct. A divine pull that says, not yet. Your story isn't finished. And here's the truth most won't tell you. This protection is not random, and it's not forever. It is strategic. You are not being kept alive to stay the same. You are being preserved because there is a specific moment, a specific mission, and a specific person you must become before your time comes. That's why your survival feels different. You can sense it in your bones. You were spared for more than just living day to day. Every scar on your body, every close call you've had, every sleepless night wondering, why me? It's all part of a preparation. But understand this, divine protection is not just a shield, it is also a responsibility. The same hand that saved you can lift its cover if you ignore the calling. You were chosen for a reason, and until you walk in that reason, your life will feel incomplete, no matter how much you achieve. So when you look back on those near-death moments, don't just see danger. See the proof that you are living under a divine assignment. See the evidence that your existence is not a random flicker in the dark. See the fingerprints of God on your timeline, rearranging events so you would be here, now, listening to this. You are not unbreakable because you are strong. You are unbreakable because you are protected. And protection without purpose is wasted. The next time you hear a story about someone who didn't make it, don't let guilt eat you alive. Let it fuel you. You've been spared, again and again. But the universe isn't a random lottery.
It doesn't keep you breathing just to see what happens next. There is a mission assigned to you, waiting patiently for the right moment to unfold. A purpose that is greater than yourself, a calling that your soul recognizes even if your mind has not yet fully grasped it. Many people spend their lives chasing distractions, chasing success, pleasure, or fleeting moments of happiness. But for you, there is a deeper pull, a silent whisper that stirs in your chest during the quietest hours of the night. This whisper is your mission. It's the reason you were saved from death's grasp. It's the reason that when you faced the abyss, you somehow found the strength to step back. But here's the paradox. The mission is always waiting for the perfect timing. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. Life's divine clock ticks steadily, and your purpose will not reveal itself until every piece of your journey is aligned. Why? Because the mission demands the right version of you. Not the person you are now, not the person you were yesterday, but the evolved, stronger, wiser self you are becoming through your struggles. Every challenge you faced, every battle you fought inside your mind and body has been a forge, shaping you into the warrior, the leader, the healer, or the creator you need to be to fulfill your destiny. This is why you survived. Not so you could simply exist, but so you could transform. So you could build the resilience and clarity necessary to step into your role. The perfect timing will come. It might feel distant, invisible, or impossible to predict, but it is there, moving towards you like a wave on the horizon. You may feel impatient, you may doubt. You may even wonder if the mission is real or just a comforting story you tell yourself. But remember, the mission is real. It is the invisible thread woven through your near-death escapes, your moments of doubt, your bursts of courage. And when the timing is right, everything will click into place. Doors will open that once seemed locked. Paths will clear that once seemed tangled. Voices will call you forward that once whispered only in your soul. Your survival until now was not just protection, it was preparation for this awakening. Your purpose is waiting for you, and the world needs it more than ever. So when you feel lost, when you question your path, remember this. You were kept alive for a reason. Your mission is waiting, and the perfect timing is approaching. Prepare yourself to meet it with open arms, because the moment you step into your true purpose, your life will no longer be about survival. It will be about impact. Being one of the chosen ones is not just a blessing, it is a responsibility. You carry a light within you that attracts not only good, but also forces that seek to dim it. Your repeated escapes from death have set you apart. But the journey ahead demands a new kind of strength, spiritual protection. The world you walk through is layered with visible and invisible challenges. Your body can heal wounds, but your spirit can be wounded by negativity, doubt, and dark energy. Without spiritual protection, the weight of your mission may crush you before it even begins. Spiritual protection is about building an inner fortress, a place where your purpose is shielded from the storms of fear, envy, and distraction. It is what allows you to stay focused and steady when the world tries to pull you off course. 1. Cultivate awareness. The first step is awareness, recognizing what drains your energy and what fuels your spirit. Pay attention to the people, thoughts, and environments that weaken your resolve. Create boundaries that keep harmful influences at bay. 2. Practice daily reflection. Set aside time every day to reflect on your experiences, emotions, and progress. Meditation, journaling, or quiet contemplation can help you connect with your inner self and reaffirm your mission. 3. Strengthen your mind through knowledge. Feed your mind with wisdom from ancient teachings, philosophy, and the stories of those who have walked a similar path. Understanding the nature of challenges helps you face them without fear. 4. Embrace solitude. Being alone does not mean being lonely. Solitude is a powerful tool to recharge your spiritual batteries and hear the subtle whispers of your purpose. 5. Protect your energy. Learn to say no without guilt. Avoid unnecessary drama and conflicts that sap your strength. Surround yourself with those who support your growth and inspire courage. As you grow closer to your purpose, you may encounter resistance from external sources and your own doubts. This can manifest as sudden feelings of fear, confusion, or despair. Know that these are signs your spirit is being tested. Use these moments to pause and reinforce your spiritual defenses. Remember, you have survived far worse, and this is simply another challenge on your path. Visualization. Imagine a protective light surrounding you, blocking negativity and filling you with calm strength. Affirmations. Repeat powerful statements like, "I am protected, I am guided, I am strong." Nature connection. Spend time in nature to ground yourself and restore balance. Energy cleansing. Use rituals such as burning sage, smudging, or sound healing to clear stagnant energy. Faith does not mean blind belief. It means trust in the unseen forces guiding your life. Trust that your survival and your mission are part of a greater plan. This faith will be your anchor during storms, your light in the darkest moments, and your reminder that you are never truly alone. Ultimately, no one else can protect your spiritual path for you. The responsibility lies with you, the chosen one. Embrace this role with courage and humility. Guard your spirit as fiercely as you would guard your life, for your mission depends on it. Your survival until now was a sign, and your spiritual protection is the key to unlocking the next chapter of your destiny. The awakening of the chosen one is a transformative journey that extends far beyond a single moment. It is a gradual unfolding, a deep stirring of the spirit that challenges everything you once knew about yourself, your purpose, and the world around you. This awakening is not a mere realization, but a profound shift in consciousness. A shift that signals the beginning of a new chapter in your life. One that is laden with responsibility, power, and spiritual clarity. For those who have narrowly escaped death multiple times, awakening often begins as a subtle whisper within the soul. It may start with a feeling of being different, an unease with the ordinary flow of life, a restlessness that cannot be satisfied by mundane pursuits. You might find yourself questioning long-held beliefs, reevaluating your relationships, or sensing an invisible pull towards something greater. This internal disturbance is not a crisis, but an invitation. It is the universe's way of urging you to awaken to the purpose for which you were spared. The chosen one no longer sees life through the lens of survival alone. Instead, they begin to recognize the threads of destiny woven into their existence. As the chosen one awakens, the world around you begins to change in subtle but unmistakable ways. You start noticing signs and synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too precise to be accidental. A song lyric might resonate deeply just when you need guidance. A chance meeting with a stranger might open a door to an unexpected opportunity. Recurring numbers, symbols, or dreams become a language through which the universe communicates. These experiences serve as confirmations that you are on the right path. They awaken a sense of awe and wonder, reminding you that your life is part of a larger, interconnected design. The awareness that you are being guided by a force greater than yourself provides strength during uncertain times. While awakening brings clarity, it also brings challenges. The path is often lonely because those around you may not understand the profound changes occurring within. You may feel isolated or misunderstood, as if you are walking a road few have traveled. Relationships may shift. Some people will drift away as your vibration changes, while new allies will enter your life, drawn by your emerging light. The awakening process often requires shedding old layers, outdated beliefs, toxic habits, and limiting patterns that no longer serve your higher purpose. This inner clearing can be painful as it involves confronting fears, insecurities, and unresolved wounds. But it is through this purification that your true self is revealed. In this phase, solitude becomes a powerful ally. Time spent alone allows you to connect deeply with your inner wisdom and spiritual guidance. Meditation, journaling, and mindful reflection help you to integrate the lessons of your past and envision the path ahead. Solitude does not mean loneliness, rather it is a sacred space for regeneration and insight. It is where you cultivate resilience, learn to trust your intuition, and develop the patience needed to navigate the unfolding journey. Awakening is not without moments of doubt and fear. These emotions are natural responses to the unknown. You may question whether you are truly chosen, whether you have the strength to fulfill your mission, or whether the sacrifices are worth the reward. These doubts are tests, opportunities to deepen your faith in yourself and the process. Remember, the trials you have already survived were preparation for this moment. Each challenge is a chance to prove your commitment to the path and to grow stronger in your resolve.
With awakening comes an expansion of responsibility. The chosen one is no longer a passive observer, but an active participant in the unfolding of a greater plan. You will find that your words, actions, and presence carry more weight. People may seek your counsel, be inspired by your example, or feel the impact of your energy even without direct interaction. This influence is a sacred trust. It is not about exerting control or seeking recognition, but about serving as a guardian and catalyst for positive change. Your role may manifest in various ways, through leadership, creative expression, healing, or quiet acts of kindness. True power is rooted in compassion and integrity. As the chosen one, it is essential to remain grounded in humility and kindness. Your mission is to uplift, protect, and empower, not to dominate or manipulate. Integrity means living in alignment with your values and purpose, even when it is difficult. It means making choices that honor your highest self and the greater good, rather than succumbing to fear or ego. The awakening of the chosen one is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. There will be seasons of growth, rest, triumph, and challenge. Your purpose may evolve, revealing new dimensions and calling for continual adaptation. It is important to embrace this dynamic nature of the journey. Stay open to learning, seek wisdom from trusted sources, and cultivate practices that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. As you continue on this path, you may encounter moments of profound insight as well as periods of uncertainty. Trust that both are necessary parts of your evolution. Prepare yourself by developing spiritual practices, meditation, prayer, connection with nature, or any ritual that aligns with your beliefs. Build a support system of like-minded individuals who understand and respect your journey. Share your experiences when appropriate, but also learn to honor the sacredness of your inner process.
Ultimately, awakening as the chosen one is an embrace of destiny. It is an acknowledgement that your life has meaning beyond what is visible and that your survival was no accident. The challenges you have faced, the narrow escapes from death, were all threads woven into the fabric of your greater mission. You have been chosen to be a light in darkness, a beacon of hope and resilience. The world needs your courage, your wisdom, and your heart. If you feel called by these words, if your soul resonates with the message of being chosen and protected, know that you are not alone. There is a community of awakened souls walking similar paths, supporting and uplifting one another. Subscribe to this Chill Then Conquer to join a growing family of seekers and warriors dedicated to spiritual growth, resilience, and purposeful living. Together we will explore the depths of divine protection, the unfolding of destiny, and the practical steps to protect and empower ourselves. Your journey as the chosen one is a sacred gift. Honor it with courage, patience, and unwavering faith. Remember, you were spared for a reason, and your time to awaken and fulfill your purpose is now. Stay vigilant, stay strong. The path ahead is illuminated by your light. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again in the next video, walk forward with confidence and grace.